I want to give you some IB, IA maths ideas. Always what I try to get my students to do is get two sets of data to compare. Dead easy, whether you're AI or an AA student. So let's give you a good example here. Someone could analyze paper 1 versus paper 2 test scores. This is great on the AI course. You know paper 1, it's all short questions. Paper 2, all long questions. Had a student 2 years ago, Mariam, how are you? You did a great IA where you compared the paper 1 versus paper 2 scores from your school. So first of all, the title of her IA, I hate paper 2. She got all the scores in. She used box plots to compare paper 1 versus paper 2. Box plots, guys, it's simple. You can go online and make them. They look great in an IA. So she looked at it and go, oh, paper 1 definitely looks better from my box plots. Let's see, was there any correlation between paper 1 and paper 2 test scores? She did regression analysis, came up with lines of best fit, used them to predict exam scores for people who missed paper 2. Then, this was the big one, really earned her mark. She did a t-test to compare the paper 1 versus paper 2 scores with her hypothesis, her alternate hypothesis being paper 1 was better than paper 2. Guys, this IA was simple. It scored 18 out of 20. Now, it doesn't have to be on paper 1 versus paper 2. I had a great one, Ryan. Remember you, Ryan, where you looked at the Golden State Warriors versus the Boston Celtic players. You analysed their heights, which was the taller team, and then you analysed height versus their salaries to see was there a connection with a player's height and what salary they were making. Great one. Ava looked at last year English rugby players versus South African rugby players. She analysed was height and weight, how important that was for teams that go on to win the World Cup. Antonio, remember what you did? You analysed the top 30 earnings from golf players and tennis players using this simple same analysis. Now, Antonio was an AA student. He did his all on stats. He scored super high. Once you're comparing something, Hessa last year compared the top 30 buildings in Dubai versus the top 30 buildings in New York City. So simple, guys. Alexandra, remember you analysed the top 30 volleyball players in Serbia, which was ranked number 4 in the world, versus China, number 1 in the world in the women's volleyball. Amazing IAs. This is the best one. Compare two sets of data.